Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. Hope you're having a good one. What's good, what's good, what's good? Interesting day. At least from what I saw, it was an interesting day. I hope you had a good one. You know what? I did not do the poll question. And there's a lot. That's one of the reasons why I didn't do it. There are a lot of questions I could be asking. All right. This one might be a little bit mean. Oh, this is going to be evil. I hope you guys like it. Okay. Which is the latest to file to become a bank? Coinbase, Binance, Ripple, other. Let's see if you guys get it. Je suis invested. You think you're cute, don't you? You think you're cute. Next time, what? It's going to be Swahili? You're going to say it in Swahili next time? Is that where you're going with this? It's too early. It's too early in the day for you to be choosing violence. But thank you for letting me know that you invested in yourself. Greatly appreciated. Lex Luthor in the house. Whew, there's a lot going on. A lot. So one of the things that has people scratching their heads, or at least people that are interested in the technology behind crypto and the longevity of crypto. Why aren't more people buying crypto? Why are so many companies rushing to try to have that moniker that they have the most Bitcoin? Crypto is born to be decentralized. And Vitalik Buterin is straight up saying he's trying to bring it back. He's trying to bring it back. He's trying to give everybody an opportunity to say to themselves, yeah, you know what? Let's get back to the original thought, which is let's be decentralized. Let's come up with real use cases. Let's refocus our energies in certain areas. He's talking to the builders. And I agree. I absolutely agree. Hey, Captain Banana. Then you have Deutsche Bank. I'm not going to take the time to copy, paste, and all that, and then try to figure out how to actually say it. Just least you could do is put it on there phonetically. Come on. Yeah, me too. That's a good one. So Deutsche Bank plans to launch a regulated crypto custody platform by 2026. There's also rumors that they want to launch their own, with partnerships. Oh, excuse me. Yes, I'm dead tired. With partnerships with Galaxy, Flow Digital to launch their own stablecoin. That's right. Lex Luthor winds up in the corner because he's choosing Swahili. Anyway. Don't mess with a tired person. My eyes are red. I'm like dead tired. I was up mad early. And it's been a long, dragging day. So tonight I will be going to bed a little bit early. The SEC. Now, I don't know about you, but this next article really got my bloomers in a bunch. Like, really. The SEC paused review of Grayscale's large cap crypto fund conversion to an ETF, citing need for additional market surveillance and public comment on partnerships. So now I have to go do more research. Oh, excuse me. Like, why? You just gave them the nod and now you're not giving them the nod? First you gave them the nod, now you're giving them a shake? Like, what's that about? I mean, if you're Indian, it's like this. What's that about? I don't know about you, but I'm sitting here and I'm just kind of saying to myself, what do you get paid for? I mean, as soon as they got noticed, they were guns blazing, doing what they got to do. And now they've got to stop. I don't know about you, but I smell lawsuit. Because if it was me, I would be taking the SEC to court. Then why'd you initially give this to them? I mean, unless all the headlines yesterday were wrong. Unless the headlines today were wrong. But I'm flabbergasted. My German home bank will be offering BTC through a proxy soon. 20 years later. You know what? I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna be Ilsa for a minute. Enrique, thank you for letting me know you invested in yourself. Now, again, how? That's a big miss. Yes, no. Yes, no. Sorry, didn't mean that. Can we get a do-over? I don't know about you, but I'm one of those people that's sitting here thinking that's pretty effed. There should be a lawsuit. There should be something. Unless they know something that we don't know, I think Grayscale should take the SEC to court over that one. Charge them money for saying yes, getting us going oh, it's a yes. We can go start doing what we're supposed to do. I think they should take them to court. If this is true, that's a court battle I'd be willing to take on, because that's ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous. Like, I don't know how else to say it. Like, damn. And then Coinbase is making moves. They bought this token management startup called Liquify for an undisclosed amount, no less. Richie in his house, thank you for letting me know that you invested in yourself, and Captain Banana, thank you for that. So Coinbase making moves. So basically Liquify is going to enable them to enhance their multi-chain offerings, right? Multi-chain token issuance and governance tools. And Coinbase is making really, really, really big moves. So when is Coinbase going to be a bank? Or did they? Sorry about that. Anywho, JP Morgan launched a pilot on Ethereum's Goerli testnet, issuing tokenized carbon credits, automating retirement via smart contracts, and aiming for live deployment in 2026. Was it me that kept hearing that JP Morgan will never... Remember that? Who was it that was talking like that? What's his name? Jamie... Something like that, right? Jamie Dimon? Was that it? Like I said, I'm looking at JP Morgan as being one of the... I mean, it might be the only big bank. I'm pretty sure it's the only big bank that is actually already involved in crypto. Already deeply involved in crypto. Whereas other banks are still kind of running around kind of going, I don't know. I know it's foul. I know. I don't mean to be foul. But seriously, every time you turn around, JP Morgan's got something going on. Good Jamie Carbon. Why? Shouldn't you be asleep? Shouldn't you be asleep right now in Germany? You should be snoring right now. My Lord. Drinking a pint or something. Give us a break. Killing us. But yeah, I mean, JP Morgan's the biggest bank out there, already involved, already has the head start, already doing stuff. And everybody else is still twiddling their thumbs, wondering, what do we do? How do we do that? When do we do that? Still having to go get people. Yo, Turtle Bitcoin, what's going on? Did you invest in yourself today? It's the big question of the day. So yeah, that's kind of a big deal. Kind of a big deal. Belgium's KBC Bank introduced Bitcoin and Ethereum investment options for retail clients, offering structured notes with 1x exposure, because they don't want to go crazy, right? And enhanced security via Bitstamp. The bank was the big news, and Bitstamp is back here. Who owns Bitstamp? Can anybody recall who owns Bitstamp? Thank you, Turtle Bitcoin. Who owns Bitstamp? Rick Ritchie, have you been listening? We already went through that. And I'm just like, I'm dead serious. Who owns, there you go, Robinhood owns Bitstamp. And they were quiet about this. So Robinhood is in bed with a bank. At what point is everybody going to say, wow, everything I said last night about banks, wealth management companies, they better get on it. Define what you do, what you bring to the table, what makes you so good, why people should give you their money. These crypto companies are not playing games. They are not playing games. They come packed playing for, ready for bear. They're not playing. And I'm just sitting back and I'm wondering, I'm like, the only bank that I see fighting back seems to be JP Morgan Chase. Rick Ritchie's in the corner. Oh my God, he's in the corner. Because we know what you did. We know what you did with that. We see you, sir. We see you. Oh man, this community is hilarious. Then you've got a UK pension manager, MyFolio, reports rising demand for Bitcoin allocations among savers. Yeah, they're not playing. I'm telling you, every time I think, retail is asleep, something like this pops up and it's like, no, retail is not asleep. Remember when I told you the other day when I said that there was a report out that said 82% of people with $500,000 to invest expect their financial advisors to be knowledgeable about crypto? You had better be, because people are doing their own research, knowing their exits and entries, and absolutely investing deliberately. Do you know what? A pension fund, that's not the first place you go. You have to tell them to do something. Ask them, hey, do you do something? That's an intentional phone call. That takes effort. They don't move on a dime like that. You have to go to them. They're not coming to you. That's a big deal. That's saying that retail investors around the world really do have an interest in investment. These companies better catch up. Because here's what I'm thinking. You have so many of these companies that are like, oh, we're going to have a Bitcoin treasury. You better start offering like better services. Your Bitcoin treasury might not save your business. Because, yeah, you have a Bitcoin treasury, but if your business sucks, people are still going to go over there. Your investors might invest in this, but if more people go over there, they will invest over there. And a lot of companies right now, just like in most cases, they're small businesses. AI came along and everybody and their mama's got an AI company thing going on. Oh, I could do this for you. I could do that for you. Blah, 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 blah. Doesn't matter. It's a business. Making money. All these companies starting treasuries, and a lot of them, Metaplanet, what do you do for a living? So focused on growing your Bitcoin treasury that it's almost as if you've forgotten what you're actually supposed to be doing for a living. It's interesting to me. It's interesting to me. And Anthony Scaramucci says, yeah, this whole Bitcoin treasury thing is going to wind up waning. And he's right. I said it the other day. When there's going to come a point where the announcement of you starting a Bitcoin treasury is either not going to have an effect or it's going to have a negative effect. It'll be the bandwagon moment. Oh, you're just hopping on the bandwagon. People will just be numb to the news, numb to the strategy. If your company sucks and you think that buying Bitcoin is going to save your company, remember I did an article about that last week, that's not going to work. That's going to be a wrap. Think about that. From an investment perspective, start thinking, well, what do they do for a living? Are they hyper focused on buying Bitcoin versus what they do for a living? That might change your mind. That might make you go, I'm not so interested in that. That could be a big deal. That could be a very big deal. Don't know about you, but I pay attention to that stuff. I really, really do. Because it can have an impact on my bag. And I don't mean a positive one. So yeah, pay attention out there. Do your own research, know your entries and exits, and absolutely invest deliberately. What else we have? Tron Foundation has partnered with Kraken. It hurts me to even say it, but business is business. Partnered with Kraken to list TRX-denominated futures and staking derivatives, expanding institutional access to Tron's DeFi ecosystem. It's kind of undeniable. Tron does have an ecosystem. Gets investigated a lot, but hey, do it if you want to. If you own so much BTC, couldn't they just run the business off the interest? I think that's the question. That's not the question. It's what business are you in? When was the last time you heard Metaplanet actually talk about the business that they're in? For that matter, when was the last time you heard Strategy talk about the business that they're in? They're not in that business anymore. They might still write some software, but they're not really in that business anymore. That's not really where their focus is. What business are you in? What do you do now? And if all you do is buy Bitcoin, then why would I be interested in you? There are 50 million companies out there just buying Bitcoin, right? You see how it starts to get saturated and how things can wane because you start to realize nobody has interest. If you're just going to be a Bitcoin treasury firm, well, so are they. Raise your hand if you're a Bitcoin treasury. Yeah, see, look at that, the whole audience. So I can see it. I can definitely see it. No, I don't agree with that. And have you invested in yourself today? The reason why I don't agree with it, because I believe that, Bitcoin's meant to be used. It's not like other coins. I don't put the same rules against Bitcoin that I would on alts. Right? I don't need Bitcoin to be locked up. I need Bitcoin to be used. I need Bitcoin to be circulated. Bitcoin was meant to become a replacement. Live chat. There you go. Again, tonight's question: which is the latest to which of these is the latest to become the latest bank? Coinbase, Binance, Ripple, other. If it's other, drop it down there. So, thank you, A-Pause. Good evening. Good day. So it's just, I'm kind of done with the whole company. I'm a treasury now. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? Oh, because we're gonna do what these guys do. Every Monday, we're gonna go out and buy Bitcoin. Yeah, that's nice. That's cute. Not buying it on the open market, buying it on OTC. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. You're not helping anybody. What business do you do? How is this going to enhance your company? What's that mean? These companies don't come out with that part. They only come out with, hey, we bought some Bitcoin too. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. A judge ruled that the $4 billion Celsius class action against Tether over alleged stablecoin manipulation may proceed. Basically, they denied the motion to dismiss. That's going to be big. Now, can Tether afford $4 billion? Yes, they can afford $4 billion. It doesn't mean they want to. Now, something that I'm paying attention to is, if that goes forward with Celsius, that court case happens, is there any other news that we could expect to hear? Like, does Binance's name get dropped? $4 billion is a lot of money. Just saying. It's a lot of money. I wonder if they can settle. We didn't do it, but here's some money, go shut up. You can spend a lot of money on fees. You can spend a lot of money on fees. Now, class action, 1/3 goes to, in the United States, 1/3 immediately goes to the attorneys. So you're left to divvy up the 2/3 that go to everybody else. Do the math, cut a check. Make it go away. Make it go away. Unless you think you have a strong case and you can get out of it. You'll spend, $200 million or $325 million and make it go away instead of a few billion and make it go away. Okay, whatever you got to do, make it go away. That's really what I'm thinking. Now, Ripple also came out and they said, well, for a U.S. banking license, well, that's the answer to the question because I'd let it slip before. Ripple is the one that's looking to become a bank. Imagine Ripple, Circle, Kraken as banks. How long do you think it'll be before everybody else becomes a bank? You ever stop to think about that? I said it before. It's easy for a crypto company to become a bank than it is for a bank to become a crypto company. These crypto companies were already there. They were already eating your lunch. Now they're like freaking Zorba, just throwing dishes all over the place. Just saying. They also denied a formal partnership with this company, Lingto, whatever the heck it is. And it's amid, this whole SEC DOJ probe that's going on. They're like, no, we do not have anything to do with them. Whatever they did, that's on them. I think it's this whole, shares and all that kind of thing. It's like, yeah, nah. And they're saying that any Lingto XRP listings were unauthorized. Whoever's behind Lingto, they got problems. They got big problems. Big problems. Now, Japan, I was doing some research, Michael McCaskill and all this news that we had yesterday. Japan's financial services agency adopted XRP as a settlement asset standard for interbank transfers, integrating it into central bank digital currency pilot frameworks. Damn. Okay, Bitcoin DeFi is not just Bitcoin Lightning, and no, I'm not a fan of Bitcoin Lightning, period. Not a fan of Bitcoin Lightning. Nope. Bitcoin Lightning was supposed to be a payment network. Want nothing to do with it. I saw it when they were trying to debut it in different places, different stores, and I think it was South America a couple of years ago. And they were like, I don't even know what that is. He was running around trying to demonstrate how fast it is and all that. I have no inkling about it. So no. Not into anything that Bitcoin Lightning has to talk about. It's my own personal opinion. You like it, go for it. So, yeah, just saying. Something else that I noticed today. Amazon brought online their 1 millionth robot in their facilities. Their 1 millionth robot. Amazon is way ahead of the game. Way ahead. Way, way ahead. I knew you were going to say that. You've got a brain. And the reason why I bring this up is because Microsoft just announced that they're going to lay off 9,000 people. And Amazon putting out there their 1 millionth robot. I want you to stop and think about that. Those robots do a job, come back, charge, go do another job, come back, charge. They go do things. It's set up. Those robots are almost always running. Less and less humans in the building. Less and less jobs. I haven't know all that. Where's all that manufacturing hype? We're bringing manufacturing back. They never said we're bringing manufacturing jobs back. You want to know what else happens? From a technology perspective, you need a lot of energy to be brought online to power AI, right? And right now, the only way that we're going to be able to bring energy online are coal mines. Why? Well, because the new regime came in and killed all of the new renewable energy projects. So coal mines that were supposed to be retired just got like a 20-year reprieve. Coal. Not take these workers and retrain them and redeploy them in renewable energy spaces. No, you wouldn't want to do that. Let's put them back in the mines. Oh, and by the way, that's not going to be enough power. Just so you know. It's not going to be enough power. So, on a global scale, we've got problems with regard to energy. But in the United States, we've got bigger problems. And, a lot of these AI buildings, data centers require clean water. And they're trying to open them in places around the world that have to take clean water from their population to run the machines. Stop and think about that. So we're going to take clean water away from human beings because the machines are more important? We're moving in the wrong direction. We're moving in the wrong direction. And if you're going to bring up coins, remember, you're supposed to come up with some information first to let us know you've done your own research. Otherwise, I'm going to think it's shilling. We all know how I feel about shilling. But yeah, I really wonder about, what direction we're going in. And now you know why I'm so adamant about the GMB3. Do your own research, know your entries and exits, and absolutely invest deliberately. I'm adamant about it. I'm absolutely adamant about it because we're not, as a country, we're not necessarily making the right moves. Or at least I don't think we're making the right moves for the regular person. You know what I mean? So the regular person has got to start looking out for themselves. And the best thing you can do to look out for yourself is do your own research. Get educated. Get educated. It's kind of a big deal. It's very much a big deal. Wow, we went through a lot of news tonight. Holy moly. 'Cause, 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 ' So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points tonight. That's a lot of news. That's a lot of news. And like I said before, I think going forward, I'm going to be looking for how many companies are going to be having layoffs. If the United States, go check WARN, WARN. Each state has, that list of what companies plan on letting go X number of people. You can see it. And the only ones that are going to be holdouts are the publicly traded companies, because they don't want to tell the street that they're going to be hemorrhaging some people soon. So they do that. They do it at the last moment. But Microsoft with 9,000, I'm telling you, it's just the beginning. Morgan Stanley just had some layoffs. A few other companies just had some layoffs. They say the job market's getting tight. What jobs? Are people that are out of work getting the job that they want to get, or are they having to accept jobs down here? Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself. Anyway, I'm going to call it a night tonight. This is Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. I hope you like what I'm doing. If you do me a favor, smash the likes. Tell your friends about this community, because we're doing a lot. We really are. We're helping each other actually learn and grow. Increase our knowledge. Even talk about coins and what we're thinking about. But it's not just coins, right? Stocks, bonds, cryptos, real estate, business investment. Talking about all of those different things, because they all go hand in hand. They're all a part of a robust portfolio. You've got to start somewhere, but they're all a part of a nice robust portfolio. Right? Anyway, this is Eddie J on Crypto for GrowMyBag.tv. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your patience. And absolutely, thank you for your trust. I'll see you tomorrow morning at the regular time, 6:30 a.m. 6:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for Crypto Daily. If you have any questions, collect them and we'll talk about it tomorrow morning or tomorrow evening. It's going to be interesting, people. Don't sleep on it. Everybody, thank you so much. Have a great night. Bye-bye.